Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting edition of SRB Gaming. I'm Kristen, as always, joined by Richard from Nerdy Chic Universe.
What's up, you beautiful nerds?
Well, I mean, well, he can't see you, but I can see him in spirit. No, basically, Richard's is having some video issues, so he's doing audio only for this reaction. So, with that being said, we are checking a look at the very short, but I still wanted to have a reaction video for it, the Nintendo Museum Direct. So this was announced a while ago, quite a while ago, in the Nintendo Museum. It only just got its official name, I think, last year. And the only big thing we know about, two things we know about is, oh, three things. It is set to open next year. It's going to be in Kyoto, Japan. And they have on the roof of the place, they have a giant coin block painted. Super Mario Brothers NES coin block on the top. Other than
Hmm,
that, we don't know much else aside from like one shot of concept art of the outside of the place. But it is because like, well, I wanted Richard on because unfortunately he's not gonna be joining us for Gamescom reactions. But like I also wanted just to this is something interesting. Like there's no of the big three, there's nobody else do that like is doing of the big three doing a museum dedicated to themselves. Like I unless Sony PlayStation has one opening up in Saudi Arabia sometime soon, I fucking like yeah, this is the first for me. I'm generally psyched to see what's going to be in this place, you know?
mhm.
What else? Is there anything else? Yeah, what are we expecting to see? I mean, I think it's obvious we're expecting when you the name of your place is the Nintendo Museum, but like, is there anything unique you want to see from the not just from this direct in general, but just from what they're going to be having inside this museum?
Hmm. Good question. I mean, we know some of the ones we can expect to see is like there's probably going to be like a Zelda exhibit. There's going to be the Mario exhibit. There's going to be like maybe the classic arcade thing, like with like maybe Donkey Kong will either be their own exhibit or part of the Mario exhibit, considering the way those two are kind of tied in their origins together.
Mhm.
Honestly, I would love to see a Metroid one and an F Zero exhibit because
You
those franchises honestly just don't get as much love as they deserve.
you're honestly just sitting there going, you know what, Mario, yeah, Zelda, yeah. Give me the exhibits that show the fucking games they're not making games for, or don't give all their rat's ass
I mean,
about
they
it.
might as I mean, show them some love. And honestly, I would love to see if there would be like, kind of a floating exhibit space, one that they like change out every once in a while that would be like dedicated to some of the franchises that like got their start, like one where like the third parties can kind of put up an exhibit or something, so we could get like some Castlevania stuff, because I mean that series started on the NES, so
I mean,
and
yeah, you're not wrong. Like
yeah,
they should,
and maybe Square do like a little mini exhibit with like but both Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest, do something like that, showing like kind of the birth of the JRPGs over there, because again, those guys kind of got their big starts on Nintendo, so
yeah,
I was saying it'd be nice to see that.
yeah, I'm generally curious to see what they have in here. Like we know how. Okay, there is aside from actual history museum controversies with museum exhibits. I'm curious to see like if anything will be eventually be donated to them for the museum because there's stuff that like I'm pretty sure Nintendo doesn't even have anything of that like the most hardest of core like Nintendo fan probably has something of like will like will they move the because I know it's in Nintendo New York, but will they be moving the iconic Game Boy that survived an explosion during a war
Oh yeah,
exhibit
the
there?
the one that protected that soldier from an IED. Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, I remember a few years ago when I went with my dad and my brother to New York, we went to there and it is surreal. That thing is still fucking they have it obviously they have it on like a charger cable connected to it, but that thing's still fucking running
To show
Tetris.
people that it can power up. Yeah. Well, I mean, because they don't want to like waste time trying to like change out the batteries every like every like 8 hours or something. New set of batteries every day. It's like no, just show that you can plug get in and it still works.
No, yeah, you're out, you're definitely right. I think for me, what I want to see the most from the inside here, I know there's, like you said, there's a lot of different stuff. Like I want to see like more recognition towards the smaller branded titles, things like that. Personally want to see what their before time section looks like before NES, you know? Because we know,
Hmm.
like, obviously, they've been in the business for a while. They were in, like, doing Harafua, like, the claw machine. Like, it took them a while to jump into NES. Like, and yeah, I want to see the before times, before the NES times part of the exhibit, you know, just to
Yeah.
get a sense of like their beginnings. Like one of my places I want to visit is like it's not even their old HQ themselves because now that's now like a ritzy hotel, but just the plaque. Then you know the plaque's still there for their original NES headquarters. The plaque's still there if you want to take pictures with it and stuff. So like I want to see how much they integrate from their old headquarters into here before times. Like I know of one thing. I want any swag that comes from their gift shop. Like any and all swag.
Hmm.
Like I know next year's big for Nintendo. Like to be fair, what's funny is on the tweet that announced this yesterday, as it's recording, they had to add a reply thread that says, "No, we will not be talking about the Switch successor." And I'm like, no shit. Like it's gotten that bad to a point where people will hear the words Nintendo and Direct in the same sentence and go, Switch successor.
Switch two, switch two, switch two, switch two, switch
Which
two.
my money is still on like that's gonna be their September Direct. Is gonna be either mainly talking about that or officially unveiling it. We'll have to wait and see how that. But here though, for the museum, I'm curious to see how it works. Concert art made it kind of look like you have to take a bus in. I mean, the original bus art made you had to take a bus into the place to get in. Like, I'm curious to see how much admission costs. Like, I would love to see how much admission costs just to get into this place. To do annual pass, I think theme park, but museums do this too. But like annual passes to this place. Will they have special limited exhibits? I know when me and my brother went to the Academy Museum last year, they had for like a good 6 months, for like oh no, a year, they were doing an exhibit dedicated to just the first Godfather movie. So like, will they have one where it's like, okay, we're doing this dedicated to just what you said, like, is it just dedicated to Metroid? Or this that's dedicated to just F-Zero? You know, will they throw
Oh,
tournament? Will they have tournaments here? You know?
oh, I was going to say, like, honestly, I think like those are all Nintendo original properties. They should just have dedicated exhibits, and tell people, oh, like, hey, we didn't forget you got. It's like, hey, we haven't forgotten any of you guys. We know you guys are also like among the folks who kind of kept everything going. Even between the bigger releases, the bigger, more well-known names like Mario and Zelda. It's like, yeah, we didn't forget about like you guys with Metroid or F Zero or Star Fox. We didn't forget any of you guys. And of course, there's going to be a dedicated exhibit, like a permanent exhibit there of freaking Kirby. You can't forget Sakurai's pink little baby boy.
Dude, that Kirby Cafe in Japan is freaking ridiculous. Me and Nancy have to go. If we ever get to Japan eventually, me and Nancy have to go together. You have it's like buy a reservation too. It's insane.
So
But
I've heard.
so like I want to see is how big Charles Martinet's porch is going to be in that museum. Like the man is the literal voice.
It,
I want to see how honestly, yeah, no. I want to see how integrated Charles Martinet is going to be into this museum because okay, the new guy still needs a lot of work, but Martinet is apparently the Mario ambassador. Whatever the fuck that means. Exactly. Like I know he still goes on conventions and stuff like that, but like curious to see what that means. I want to see if Paul. This is a bit of a deep cut. I want to see if Paul Rudd gets immortalized somehow in the Zelda section, if you know what I mean. Yeah, see, you know what I mean. That old commercial. See if he gets immortalized in the Nintendo Museum in some way.
be all like, hey guys, check this out. We did not realize that we were going to have a goddamn Avenger actually be in one of our commercials, but how the hell were we supposed to guess that?
Like, is there room for expansions? Is there, like we said, we know there's probably gonna be like yearly or seasonal exhibits they'll have on display there. Like how integrated it is with the other Nintendo properties throughout Japan, like Super Nintendo World at Universal Orlando, Universal Japan, even like I said, Nintendo HQ, the Nintendo New York and Nintendo Japan locations, the store locations. Like, how much is that gonna be integrated into this? How much is like Oh, we have overstock. Just throw it to the museum. It's fine. They'll take anything. Like,
Hmm.
I'm curious. I'm really curious to see what we're gonna be getting here. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. And like I said, Nintendo has a big year next year. We got Super Nintendo World opening up next year in Florida, which I'm literally looking forward to. Though apparently they're not exactly gonna start off by letting anyone see those pass orders in at first, which has me a bit miffed. But and of course the Switch successor as well. And how far away are we from getting the first news on any new news on the Zelda live action film? So like Nintendo has a big year coming in 2025, regardless of when their Switch successor comes out next year. Big year, and this is one of those things is a museum dedicated because I think out of all the video game companies in the world, like all of the three major video game like first party guys, Nintendo is the one that like I think a museum has always been in the cards for them. It was always just a matter of when, just a
Hmm.
matter of when. And I'm psyched to see this. So we've been talking for a while, dude. I'm not kidding when I tell you this. I think we just went talked longer than how long its actual direct is.
All right, well then let's
Um,
stop yapping and start getting to seeing this thing.
so here you guys go. This is gonna be our reactions to the Nintendo Museum Direct. So here we go.
皆さんこんにちは、
Ah,
宮
there's
本です。
Miyamoto-san.
今回はオープンに向けて準備中の任天堂ミュージアムからお届けします。
It's
私は
subtitled
今
too.
ミュー
Usually
ジ
you
アム
got
入り口
dub
のレセ
dude
プションエリアにいます。
for
外の外
America.
見はこんな感
Hmm.
じになっています。
God, it looks so
もとも
great
と
on
こ
the
の箱に
outside.
はトランプや花札を作ってきた任天堂のキャラクターがあっ
Oh,
て、
I didn't know
子供の
that.
頃は製品チェックをしたり、私もよ
It's
く通って
built
いた
where they
懐
did
か
the
しい場所で
Harufua
す。
cards and the original
たくさん
Famicom
のトランプをイメージ
cartridges.
した広場は
Oh,
マ
nice.
リオの広場に生まれ変わりました。
Oh, wow. That's
そしてこれま
cool.
で長年任天堂製品に関わってきたこの場所をミュージアムとして再生しました。
That's such a clever
今
thing.
日
I
は
didn't know that
任天
part.
堂ミュージアムがどのようなところなのかを駆け足でご紹介したいと思います。それでは中へどうぞ。
Oh,
こ
wow.
こは2階の展示フロアです。
Second, it has two floors?
2階は任天堂が創業以
Makes
来
sense.
発売してきたさまざまな製品を展示しています。ぐるーっと見渡すとビデオゲーム機を中心に過去から現在に
All the way up
さ
until
まざまな
now.
製品が見渡せます。ここからは大きなコントローラーが目に入ります。
That is so dope. Wave Race. Oh,
皆さん
GoldenEye.
に興味があるものを自由にご覧ください。
Holy
それぞれの
crap.
ハードに分けた展示と合わせて我々の独創
Gonna
性
admit I can't really
をチャレン
catch
ジ
a lot of the
してご覧
details
い
with
ただき
how
ます。
small the player is for me.
ご存知の方
That's
も多い
okay.
と思いますが、任天
We'll
堂
talk more about it
は
later.
作るずっと以前から家庭の遊びを作ってきました。
Yeah, they were.
創業は今から135年前の
Wow. It'll
1889
be
年です。
130. It's coming to be 136 years old next year when they open.
それ以来任天堂はさまざまな遊びを生む玩具を作るようになり、それらがゲーム&ウォッチやファミコンへとつながってきました。
Hell
それで
yeah.
はそのような昔の製品も振り返ってご覧いただきます。それではどんな展示になっているか少しだけ見てみましょう。こちらはファミコンの展示コーナーです。ご覧ください。日本向けと
Wow.
海外向けでハードのデザインが大きく違いますね。当時はこんな風に
Wait,
日本と海外で
is that
デザイン
That's
Nintendo
a-
actually on?
名前も違っていて、ファミコンは日本以外で
It's
は
called Nintendo.
Can't tell if that one is actually connected to any of the screens up there, but
NES と呼ばれていました。
I'm curious to see if they are.
こちらは
It would be
ボードです。
possible. Here's some
日
software.
本向け、北米向け、
Wow.
ヨーロッパ向けでパッケージのデザインや大きさも違います。
Definitely a little bit wear on some of those
このように
cartridge boxes.
比べてみることでいろんなことを発見していただける展示になっています。
All the different versions. That is
ミュージアムには
insane,
任天
dude.
堂が発売したすべてのタイトルを展示していますから、皆さんが遊ばれたタイトルをつけてください。
Oh, trust me, I definitely
上
played
のモニタ
one
ー
or
で
two.
はそれぞれのゲーム画面も見られるようになってい
Oh,
ます。
see, there you go. Now you can see a
前に立つとそれぞれの音が聞こえ
Oh,
る
wow,
ように
they
なってい
have
ますよ。
SMB2 US. Yoshi's Cookie,
では
I think.
別の展示コーナーもいくつか覗いてみましょう。このコーナーでは体を動かすモーションを使った遊びの進化を見ていただけます。そしてここではハテナブロックのデザインがどのように進化してきたかを見ていただくこともできます。このコーナーではそれぞれのハードのたびにスーパーマリオやゼルダの伝説などの画面の進化を
What?
一気にご覧になれます。さて、こちらのコーナーでは
That makes sense for one of the things to put in the
ビ
exhibit.
デオゲームを作る前の時代の製品を展示しています。これはコピラスといってジアゾ式のコピー機です。
I have no idea what that
こ
is.
ちらにはママベリカ、ベビーカーがありますね。任天堂は
I think this is part of what you were talking about, the before times.
Yeah.
You know, like stuff from back before they got into video
いろいろな
games.
ファミリー向けの玩具を作っていました。そしてこの光線銃が一つの
Yeah, that's what the light gun was. You still, the first light guns look like an actual fucking gun.
これは任天堂が初めて作った家庭用のビ
First
デオ
house
ゲー
video
ム
Nintendo
テレ
made.
ビゲーム6と15です。
Yeah.
ちょうど私が入社した1977年に発売されました。
Holy shit.
一つ一つ
My
の
dad was
製品を見ると
17 when that came
ユニークな
out.
製品作りを続け
It's
てきたことが
insane.
わかります。このようにミュージアムの2階では任天堂の過去の製品をたくさん展示しています。そして
Oh my
遊びが
god.
どのように進化し
On
つ
the
なが
on
っ
the
てきたか
videos
を
of screens, you
展示しま
can't
す。
see it. It's playing old any
今日
Nintendo
お見せしたのは
commercials.
ごく一部ですからぜひ実際に見に来てください。では1階に移動しましょう。
That was just the
1階
second
は
floor,
違っ
dude.
たエリアになっていますよ。
Oh,
はい、1階に降りてきました。
what?
ご覧の通り1階の中央は巨大なモニターになっています。
I
こんな
love the
感じで皆さんもこのモニターの上に
the
乗っ
top of the
て
screen.
百人一首を遊んでいただくことができます。スマートフォンと組み合わせて遊びますよ。このように
What?
ミュージアムの1階のフロアはインタラクティブに体験ができるエリアになっているんです。
Yeah, first floor is where they put all the crazy shit.
今の時代に蘇らせるとどんな遊びになるか。
And from the looks of it, I think it's more like the first floor is more like the basement floor, I think.
ミュージアムに入るときに渡される
You'll be a true
入
tree
館
pack.
証に
Oh, that's going for $50. That's going to be $100 on eBay.
今日は
Oh, it's like the watch they give you at
Or like the old
Nintendo World.
or like the old game or like the old GameWorks or Dave and Buster's cards, you know?
ここは1968
Try
年に
the
発売
Ultra
された
Machine.
ウルトラマシンが体験できるんです。
What?
ウルトラマシンは
Did the video like okay, what
自動で投げてくれ
What
る
happened? You okay?
部屋の中で
Oh, I got some lag on the video there for a second. Did you too?
No.
私が入社したの
No,
は
he's still talking about the Ultra Machine.
デラックスが発売される年でした。
There's an area where you can play the Ultra Machine, their old Ultra Machine product.
社内にプレイルームというのがあって昼休みにはアーケードゲームやウルトラマシンを遊んでいました。こちらに並んだ部屋は当時の家庭を再現しています。部屋に置かれ
Oh,
ているものが違うの
that's
で
cool.
お好みの部屋を選んでください。では早速体験してみましょう。
They have dude. On my list of stuff to find in a museum, batting cages was not on there.
あ、欲しい。
That's insane. The hell? Oh, that's cool.
部屋の中にある
It was playing
ボールが当たるといろんなリアクション。
Okay, you're hearing it too, right? The Zelda minigame music?
では次に行ってみましょう。
Yeah, it's playing the
こちらはザッパースコープ。
Well, I hear the race music now, like from whenever you were racing on Lon Lon Ranch, but I also heard before like the shooting gallery music.
業務用のシューティング場を展開していました。このレーザープレイを今の技術で体験できるように作ってみたのがザッパースコープ SP です。 最大13人まで一緒にプレイできるので、
He's
今
so
日はミュージアムのスタッ
so
フさんと一緒にプレイしたいと思います。
holy
Is she holding a
crap.
goddamn
操
super
作機は
scope?
2種類ありますね。片手で素早く打てるザッパー、そして
Those,
標準がついた
all of
スー
that
パー
looks
スコー
like
プ。
in amazing condition.
このどちらかを選びます。 NES の光線銃と
So it looks like the first,
Recreations. They're recreations of them. That's why they look so good. They're
こちらの
modern.
ザッパーを使ってみます。
yeah. Recreations, that makes sense. Honestly, it's interesting. The first floor looks to be more of an interactive experience for guests. Well, the second floor is more of the actual museum part.
Proper part.
はい、
Yeah.
マリオやピーチは売った
So
ダメです
kind
よ。
of like a lot of modern museums nowadays, where there's like the interactive section, and then there's the everything's on display section. Look but don't touch.
どんどん打って
That is insane that they would go so far as to recreate their batting was it their ultra machines, super scopes,
Which is basically
like,
a mini batting cage with like a foam wiffle bat.
いや
oh cool. And
それで結果は
Miyamoto is a perfect person to choose to give us this tour.
次へ行きましょう。こちらではファミコン
Oh, look at the size of those.
でもちょっと何か違いますよね。
They are tables that are
そう
built
で
to.
す。コントローラーが超巨大です。このコントローラーを2人で協力分担してゲームを遊んでみましょう。では今日はファミコンのスーパーマリオブラザーズをミュージアムのスタッフさんと一緒にプレイしてみます。よろしく。スタッフさんが A ボタンのジャンプ、私が十字ボタンで移動を担当します。2人で息を合わせてクリアしましょう。
I'm just getting flashbacks to when the new G4 first opened and they all had to play a game of Tetris on the giant NES controller. Oh, that's cool. Oh my god, this is insane. That first floor is going to be packed. No, play something on the N64 controller.
Yeah, let's see.
Mario Party, man. How big does your hand gotta be to do this?
Oh god, no! Like oh god, doing one of the more complicated, some of the more complicated maneuvers from like
やったーリーダーシップ
Oh man, no. We got to see
やりました。
like the Star Wolf battle from Star Fox 64 on the giant N64 controller.
全く違った体験に
Nobody is playing the N64 controller. I call bull.
任天堂64 Wii のゲームを
Somebody pop in some Mario Party on that shit. Let's see how you do with that giant fucking stick.
どんな遊びになるでしょう。いかがでしたでしょうか。
I'm liking what I'm seeing.
ご紹介したものは任天堂
Okay, it's just a glimpse, okay? Because I feel like there should be a lot more
ゲーム
here.
の展示やイン
Or is it
タ
interactive
ラクティブな
experiences?
体験の他にもルールを知らなくても花札
Oh, that's cool.
花札を実際に作ってみることができるワークショップ
花札
を開催します。
I keep on saying Harafuda. Hanafuda.
館内にはオリジナルのハンバーガーが作れるカフェやミュージアムだけの限定グッズを販売するショップも併設しています。
There it is. Pay up for $100 for that Nintendo Museum shirt, Richard.
歴史の中で
Mhm.
さまざまな娯楽を作ってきました。時代によって作り出した製品は異なりますが、家族みんなで楽しんでいただきたいという思いは今も昔も変わりません。この任天堂ミュージアムはそんな任天堂が大切にしてきた
I am curious to see how much this costs to get into.
のこだわりを知っていただける場所です。皆さんにはそれを体
Like
験しながら
like for the Academy Museum, me and Burr only had to pay like $20 for like the base admission. It was like I think $5 or $10 extra to get the full experience. October 2nd. Wow, never mind. It's opening this year.
サイトを公開しますので、来場に関する詳細はそちら
Oh,
で
we
ご
got
覧ください
dude, we're checking that out.
Mhm.
それでは任天堂ミュージアムでお待ちしています。キノピオたちも一緒にお待ちしてますよ。
Oh my god, that's adorable. Okay. So, that was our look at the Nintendo Museum. Well, most of the Nintendo Museum. Yeah, like suffice to say, it's coming out about not okay, so like about what I expected and then some is the best way of putting it. Why open up the Nintendo Museum website? Richard, why don't you talk about what you like, what you saw from what you saw? What you thought about what you saw?
Okay, so it's like, okay, so the second floor is where they started us off, and that basically was like kind of what you'd expect from most museums. Like here's the displays of various things. You pointed this out earlier. It looked like when we got to the spot where they actually had some of the old consoles on display, like you weren't sure, but you said it looked like they might be powered on. It's like I honestly hope so, but that's a 50-50 shot. It might be that the actual ones like out where we can see them are like the display models that look good, and they probably look that good because they're not using them.
Yeah,
So that so whatever's connected to the screens, if they, if they're not just running those on emulators, then any of the original hardware stuff that they're running it on is going to be like basically behind or hidden within the displays where we can't actually touch any of that stuff or see it.
yeah.
So
Sorry.
um the next but that was all pretty cool. And like Miyamoto said, so they were showing off both the original Japanese releases and then all the international versions if there was any differences between them. So like if like America got like a certain box art or cartridge, they've got that one up on display. And if if Europe and and like if Europe and the rest of the world got something else, then they've also got that one up there.
Yeah.
But that's pretty cool. Next thing we saw was that like they didn't now admittedly they didn't show us very much of that, and it seems more dedicated to like the actual like overall Nintendo hardware. But the other cool thing is that up there is also where they do have the section you were talking about, the before times in the long, long ago.
I know.
When-
You'll go on.
where it was all the stuff before they made the Famicom and the NES. All the like the Hanafuda cards, the playing cards, all the old arcade stuff. For folks who saw that one episode of Angry Video Game Nerd, where he actually showed the old consoles, the TV games 6 and 15, the old home console or the old home hardware before any of that happened, like when they were basically kind of like Pong machines, basically.
Yeah.
So they have those up, and a bunch of the other stuff like their old arcade peripherals from back when they started with that stuff, but also everything dartboards, chess games like cars, a baby stroller. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Plenty of toy companies do make baby strollers, sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like where they've got all that stuff in a massive display. Still hoping that this is just the stuff they're giving us a glimpse of, and that there actually are dedicated exhibits to some of the particular games and stuff. Like they did show one like kind of showing like how like how the Mario and Zelda series kind of evolved as they moved up through the console generations. But I mean, like I'd also like to see some stuff with like like I mean, like they, we've seen things where they kind of do like standees or like giant figures or something. So, and I was gonna say, hell, guys, you press and mold plenty of amiibos, so just upscale that shit and give us some cool looking, just give us some cool looking fucking displays. Just like whoa,
Wow. Yeah, dude, like, okay, so yeah, okay, so before, oh my God, dude, I gotta, no, no, go back, go back, go back.
was that stained glass? Was that a stained glass display?
Oh my God, hold on a second, let me see
It's
if,
very small for me, so I'm having a hard time telling. But that looks like a stained glass
okay,
display.
they
Is that a
got it.
stained glass display?
I don't know, it may be a LED display, we don't know. Hatena burger, that's very interesting. Okay, so before we get started on what I found on the website, honestly, yeah, I think, yeah, I agree with you. It's just insane. Like, we're talking about this, but like, I like what we've seen so far. Like, I love the second floor exhibits where they're showing all their products they've made over the years, including before the NES era, which is a really nice touch.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they have, and just in that main part, they have like a litany of different like trailers and gameplay footage of different Nintendo games over the years. They had GoldenEye. I damn 100% sure that I saw GoldenEye there. You'll have to watch the video back later, but they showed
Mm-hmm.
GoldenEye. They showed Super Mario. Then they have a section dedicated to showing the evolution of their gaming stuff. Then they have a section dedicated, like I said, to their non-NES related stuff, and as well as their more fitness interactive display stuff, which was I think it's weirder displays.
The
I
motion control exhibit. That's what I think we can call that. The one where they were all like, your body is the controller before they got into all that stuff, like starting with the Wii. Like, it's like we were always kind of trying to do stuff like this. It's like, yeah, totally. Look, see, here's all the stuff that proves we were trying to do that shit like way back in the day.
my like the only thing that really caught me off guard was their first floor stuff, like the interactive floor. You can play a game on.
I mean, considering that it is a museum, most modern museums do kind of work like that now. Like they still do the second floor is your classic museum thing. Here's all the displays with all kinds of cool stuff and historical little facts on little placards and everything near here. And down on the first floor is where they're doing the stuff that most museums do nowadays and started doing like kind of back when we were kids, doing interactive stuff,
Mhm.
interactive exhibits. So
Okay.
So that's where it gets interesting, is because, of course, this is Nintendo we're talking about. The interactables have to be fucking amazing, right?
Okay. No, you're right. Well, what I think caught me. Oh yeah, that like I said, first one caught me off guard. Like they reproduced Super Scopes. They're like their signature. I forgot the name of their like guns.
Zappers.
Zappers. Thank you. The what do they call it? The Ultra Machines. Like
Hmm.
I think what's cool about the Ultra Machines, the batting cages, is that it's not you think a stereotypical American one, but like this one just I love it. They recreated what like the average like Japanese home would look like during a time where that was a popular product.
I mean, like, because I think if we look it up, like, I don't think Miyamoto said it, but basically, like, the joke is that because it's a mini at-home batting machine, a lot of folks set these up in their homes. And you notice how every time he took a swing and the ball hit somewhere like in the display, like it did stuff. It's like, because there was probably quite a few complaints back in the day. Yeah, like my son or like my family member broke something.
Hmm.
you know, because of course, like that. I mean, you saw like he's like hitting like all the bottles on the shelf, or hitting the fax machine, and it just suddenly spits out paper. I saw TVs in like half of those displays. How much you want to bet if you hit those, it like turns on the TV and like does some kind of display or something? Like
Yeah,
something
like
like the classic Nintendo, like the Nintendo ident screen. Just Nintendo.
oh, what was I gonna say? Okay, so the interaction stuff was cool. The giant controller room is hilarious and amazing, and they didn't have the N64 ready yet. X4 giant N64 controller one ready yet, but I like to imagine how ridiculous that's gonna be.
You need.
Like,
It's like they had better put this on there, or it's like, but you need 4 people to actually do it properly. But damn it, do any of the Star Wolf fights in Star Fox 64.
okay, so
Tell me you
oh,
would not get like all of us together to play the shit out of that.
okay, so here's a couple things I found on the website aside from because they showed the cafe at the end. They showed that they're gonna have a section dedicated to playing Hanafuda. They said he says there's more to the museum than what's been shown, which is fine. They at the beginning he brought up that this site was the original place they would have shit I forgot
Where they made the
where the
Hanafuda cards,
Hanafuda yeah go
where
on.
they made the cards, the Hanafuda cards, and where they did the original Famicom cartridges.
Yeah. Okay, so a couple things I found out. One, you need a Nintendo account to try to get a ticket. Secondly, um, it's a lottery. For the first batch of tickets, it's a lottery. You can reserve purchase your tickets, but you don't know when you're going from the sound of it. Tickets are sold via randomly selected drawing, must be purchased before your visit. So you're not, I don't think it's one of those you don't know what day you're going. It's just you have to get lucky to get those tickets. I want to see if this is permanent thing or if it's like not first come first serve, but like if this is like temporary and eventually they'll have be more open on selling their tickets. I'm curious to see how this whole situation works with the tickets.
It's probably for the it's probably a temporary thing for probably for like the first 6 months or year, whatever. Basically, just to kind of like avoid overcrowding the museum and and making it so that it can't actually be properly experienced. They might go down to just more of a capacity type thing and not like a lottery thing. Just like they won't like some parks do nowadays, where like you can try and buy them the day of, or you can buy them in advance. But like once they sell that many tickets, that's it. We're not selling any more for that day.
Okay, so price wise, so we were wondering, so roughly 3,300 yen, which is roughly like 22 bucks per adult, which is not bad, honestly. That's and like I said, me and my brother paid roughly like 20 bucks for like the Academy Museum in California. So that price sounds about right. Then like youths, it's nearly it's like 14.98, which is around like 15 bucks for 2,200 yen. Child, I put 1,000. Hold on a second. Let me put 1,100. Hold on a second. Let me put 1,100. 1,100. It's around like 7 bucks per kitty. So
For a young kid, like, and then for preschoolers, they get in for free,
yeah.
which is
Yeah.
kind of true. Which is kind of true for even most museums and other places like around the rest of the world. Most of the time, when it's like a kid who's like 5 or under, it's like they usually don't charge for that.
Wow. Okay. So the museum does not offer parking spaces for cars, motorcycles, or bicycles. Please use public transportation, not including taxis. So I think they also probably nixed rideshare to reach the museum. Do not travel to the museum by cars, motorcycle, but you literally have to either walk there or take a bus there.
Or train. Don't forget this is near the train line, so
And yeah, no, I see that in the map below. Um, Even the only way is like if you're handicapped or any accessibility vehicle, that's where it'll set up a parking space for you, but only then. And look, they explain too. That's pretty cool. Breakdown of
Mhm.
how to get from there from the airport, from the three different airports in the area to the subway from Kyoto. Like, wow. Okay. Okay. It's the first museum I've ever seen where, oh no, no, Cat Museum had parking. This is the first museum I've ever seen where it's like, no, you have to walk. You have to take the bus or you have to take a bus or a subway train here. It's like, oh, well, okay. Um, from
I mean,
ticket
Japan's got a better bus and train system than we do, so
user guide, no, from ticket. Okay. Tickets are sold via randomly selected drawing. Entries will be accepted beginning 3 months prior to your visit. Jeez. Do it in advance. The cost must be paid after your entry is drawn. Okay, so you sign for your account, you put down how many tickets you want, but you only pay if your name gets drawn from the lottery.
hmm makes
Um,
sense. That'd be kind of a scummy thing to do to make you pay it just to enter the lottery.
any after drawing, if there's any left, it's first come first serve. And it'll be announced on ticking results. Showing results. Revenue sent to you. Retrieve account. Pay for ticket. Pay cost of tickets. Okay, cool. They take Visa. Um, Tickets are QR codes. Oh, QR codes. Search on the day before you visit. Click it. Send tickets to our visitor room. Okay, present your QR code and identify document. Oh, accepted forms of identification. Let's see, non-Japanese nationals must present their pass. Wow, you have to present your passport. Okay.
I mean that's typical for Japan. That's usually what they require anyone who's not Japanese to do. You have to
Mm.
show them your passport. Nothing else, no other forms of identification will be accepted. But that's typical for Japan, so no surprise there.
Wow. I'm wondering if some of this stuff, like on the minors, is like minors can use. They want. Let's see, passport maternal and child health handbook. I think this only applies to people who live in Japan. I think for non-Japanese, it's just like you just need to show your passport and you're good. Okay, can't bring knives in there. Damn it.
Duh.
Can't can't cosplay the guy from Splatterhouse. Or says baggage, safely check. Oh, I like this. No selfie sticks allowed. You get that bullshit out of here.
It's
You
like
get that.
you take a selfie it is at arm's length, people.
Yes, arm's length. I want that. That plate ticket's gonna go for so much money on eBay. So
Hmm.
much money. Craft and play workshop. Oh, so it's a sec the
Yeah, because remember they
Hanafuda.
said they remember he did say like the Hanafuda there was a create your own Hanafuda spot there, so
Wait,
that make
yeah, no, yeah.
yeah the make your own cards. So that makes sense that would be a craft and play. It makes sense that they'd probably have the crafting card station near the actual Hanafuda playing area, just because that would logistically in terms of layout make the most sense to do. It's like, here you made your cards, now go over there and play with them.
Okay. Interesting enough, they have building one, building three here.
What's
Which
building two, guys?
just multiple
What's
buildings in
building
general.
two?
Okay, I love look at the craft room. Look at the little point block lamps. Oh my God.
Okay, I kind of see them now. Like I said, I'm unfortunately like seeing this through your screen on the Discord thing. It is very, very tiny.
These images are really tiny too. What the f Oh no, go back, go back. Jesus. I was just trying to okay. Uh I think my only real criticism is that okay, there is color in certain parts of the museum, but the outside is just gray and white. Like, I don't know why. That's the only part I'm like, eh. Hey Mario. What's up? Oh. But yeah,
I mean,
that's gonna be
with the windows kind of being that dark, highly reflective, like kind of almost looking black thing, I'd say that's the colors of the that is the colors of the NES right there.
yeah.
Might be it was them trying to be on theme.
Oh, they even have okay, cool. They just also opened up the Nintendo Museum official
Twitter.
or is this yeah, they officially opened up the Nintendo Museum Twitter page too. Yeah, already verified. Wow, that was quick. Um, joke. Um, yeah, like I'm psyched. Overall, psyched for this. We'll eventually get over to Japan one day, and this will be one of the things we gonna be I'm gonna be doing. Damn sure. Like damn sure. Like at
Hmm.
fall in place, I'm gonna get in there and enjoy it. I'm also gonna probably buy over expensive eBay items for when the Nintendo Museum opens from their gift shop.
Hmm.
Like you gotta see what
Oh
they
yeah,
have.
because you know that this is also going to all that stuff's going to be freaking gente. It's going to be like like each season or like some set frame of time they're going to be all like, oh yeah, sure, this is the stuff we're selling in the gift shop.
Yeah.
And then once we sell out of all of it, or once it stops being that time of year, that's when we made the last batch. That's it. You didn't get it. You ain't getting it. We're not making any more. That crap? Nah, that's the past. We don't need that shit anymore. Here, check out the
Yeah.
new shit.
But yeah, overall, I'm generally psyched. I am concerned. I just want to see more, honestly. And honestly, you know what's funny? I was thinking about who I want to see go through that. You know what's the first? You know what's funny? I don't even watch the guy. I know he's done books on it. I don't even watch the guy. Fucking Pat the NES Punk. Like, it's the first person I thought of after we were done watching this.
You know they have to have like. I was going to say if he is not basically getting an advance ticket to this for them to like say like, hey dude, come to like one of the opening nights or something, or
Well,
one of the opening days or something. If he's not like already got like if they have not already emailed him a VIP ticket, they are probably going to in the next couple of days.
well, we know like Nintendo ambassadors are automatically gonna get like an offer. Like they're probably, because we saw here like they show people trying some of the stuff out. So imagine they had a soft opening for like families and employees for Nintendo to try some stuff out.
Oh yeah.
Well, who knows? I know
I'm just saying, like, like, yeah, there's definitely some folks that they definitely like know about, even if they're not official Nintendo ambassadors. They probably, that are probably still like getting like, a ticket all like, yeah, man, hey, come check this shit out.
Yeah. Or like I said, well, to wrap this up, overall, looks great. I want to see more from this museum, and I'm probably gonna buy something stupid off of eBay from this said museum's gift shop. So, yeah, looking forward to seeing more all about this overall. So, other than that, folks, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button if you want to talk to us more about stuff like this. Comment down below if you want to share us around, share it around, and if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about some museums that involve the big N, hit the subscribe button down below, hit that bell icon as well. Let us know what you thought, what you think of this Nintendo Museum Direct. Would you like what you saw? Do you want to see more of? What's something you definitely want to see if they have there? And also, what do you think about the pricing and how to get there and all that other stuff? Let us know in the comments down below. Put down what you have our reaction overall. Most importantly, we thank you for watching. Now, of course, Richard, aside from this channel, where can they find you elsewhere on the internet?
All right, you can find us at Nerdy Chic Universe, our YouTube channel here. We've also got nerdychicuniverse.com. Links will be down in the doobly-doo. We do gaming stuff. We've talked to a lot of the folks who have done some of these video games actually, so that's pretty cool. Mario does makeup stuff. I do all this nerdy stuff with you, dude. Like, so all kinds of fun stuff over there on our channel. And yeah, like I said, links will be down below. Sorry, I'm a little used to actually having people be able to see me for this part.
Don't worry, you're fine.
Yeah, sorry guys. Video issues on my end. I couldn't get the dang video to work. So
yeah. Also, stay tuned because, of course, on the next episode, SRB Gaming, myself and my friend Jermaine, who you may remember from our very widely watched Xbox Showcase reactions, will be joining me for Gamescom Opening Night Live 2024. It's Gamescom, baby. So also,
yes, unfortunately, I was supposed to be with you guys, but unfortunately, my job changed my schedule at the last minute. Like earlier today, changed the schedule, and the opening ceremony is supposed to be tomorrow from when we're filming this. So,
also be sure to check out me and Richard's reactions to the big summer Nintendo Direct they had. Like, it's definitely one worth watching and see my mild reaction on, because I keep on looking at my fucking phone like an idiot. Like I did during here, but I kept up this time. I definitely kept up this time. But until next time though, guys, I'm Kristen.
And I'm Richard from Nerdy Chic Universe.
And this has been a very museum-filled episode of, this has been a very It Belongs in Museum filled episode of SRB Gaming. And we will see you guys later.
Till next time.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out any of our previous reactions,
as well as one of our other SRB shows,
check out one of the playlists down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
you can find us on Twitter and Stardust
at Super React Bros,
as well as on Facebook
at Super Reaction Bros.